Hey guys, it's Audra and welcome back to 365 Projects. I am here today with my January TBR, which is hopefully going to be just read Yo Shelves books. So Kathy came up with a readathon along with one of her friends, I believe who is from Bookstagram. So I'll leave all their information down below. And there is a bingo board to read books off of your shelf, which I need to do because I have a lot of books like hidden under my bed, next to my TBR shelf, above my TBR shelf. I need to get these read so we can move on with new books. So I'm just going to walk through the bingo board of things that I would like to read for the month. Now, there's like 24 boxes. You do get one free space, so thanks, girls. But I obviously won't be able to get through all 24 of these. I'm going to do my best and then kind of mix and match which ones can double up later. But if I were to pick 24 books, here is what I would pick. The first one is one that was a gift. And so obviously, like I said, I have books everywhere. Some of these books that were up high or other places I brought down to the floor, so that's why I'm pulling from the floor. Otherwise, I will pick from here. Anyways, back to the board. The first one is a gift. And for that, I'm going with The Boy Is Back by Meg Cabot. I've already started this one. This was a book from one of my really great bookish friends, Jamie, and it was a gift during chemo. I love the style of it. It's kind of like text messages, emails, those kind of things, and I definitely want to finish that one. And it's like a contemporary romance about a girl and her ex-boyfriend from like high school or something. The next box is your newest book, and the last book that I acquired during my last readathon was Another D for DD by B.B. Belford. During readathons, I like to pick up the books I've never heard before, and this is one of them. It is middle grade. Look how big the text is. So I'm hoping this is a quick read. This is about a girl who is just struggling with everything, starting with D. So she's just been diagnosed with diabetes. Her dad has disappeared. She's distracted by her sister's quinceanera and her brother dropping out of high school. And then she finds a new friend, and yeah, it's just like a coming of age story. I'm super excited to get to this one. The next one, I need to slow down. Okay. I'm still sick, so there we go. The next one is a diverse book, and for that one, I'm finally getting around to The Inexplicable Logic of My Life. Diverse because this is about a kid who is adopted by a gay father who is Mexican-American, and once again, I believe this will be a coming-of-age story, and it's a little lengthier, but I've already started this in an audiobook. I absolutely loved Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and I cannot wait to finish up this one. The next challenge is to pick your oldest book, and I really kind of dissected this one quite a bit because I went back to like, well, what is the book I've had the longest? And I couldn't really tell because I've moved things in and out so much. Also, I went with like oldest like publication-wise, and for that it would be Stephen King, The Stand, which was surprisingly written in the 70s. But this is over 1,000 pages. Not going to happen. I figured for sure it would be The Handmaid's Tale, but it wasn't. So I'm going to finagle it a little bit and do, oh, here we go, the book that has the oldest setting, because I read either a lot of contemporary or a lot of World War II. There's not a whole lot outside of that realm, but I did find one that says that it was around the start of the 19th century, which is 1800s, and that is A Madness So Discreet. All I know is that this is about a girl in an asylum who is pregnant after a rape, and the doctor that tries to save her. I think there might be some paranormal elements. I'm not for sure, but I have this in audio, and I want to get to that one as well. Obviously, I want to get to all these, but we'll see. The next challenge is cover. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can interpret all of these, and it's open for interpretation, which is awesome. I decided to go with a book that I purposely bought this cover because I liked it so much better. So I think I got it from Book Depository. This is The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery by Gabrielle Zevin. And I just absolutely loved the cover, so I wanted this version of it and waited for it to get here. But this one, I believe, is about an elderly man who has a bookstore. He lives above the bookstore. His wife just passed away. He's kind of like a curmudgeon, just not doing well with life, and then a surprise shows up on the doorstep in the form of a child, and yeah, so there's that one. Moving on. The next line, we need to go a little faster, obviously. The next line is web book with red on the cover, and for that, I am so excited to share this one. Hope Never Dies. This is a Obama and Biden mystery. So it's a mystery with a like bromance between two of our favorite people. Well, my favorite people, maybe your favorite people, I don't know. I've started this one before, it's super funny, and I'm just excited to finish it. A book that you bought new. Obviously, a lot of these books I bought new because problems. Um, but which one am I going with? Which one am I going with? Okay, where did I put it? I'm going with Breakout by Kate Mesner. Now, this is a middle grade that's told in like all different types of formats, and it's about a person or a kid who was like writing a newspaper, I think, for a school, and somebody breaks out of the prison nearby. I think there's like a lot of commentary on like tough topics as well. So it's like really long middle grade wise, but I think it'll be doable. The next challenge is a book that was used, and for this one, almost went with Stargirl, so I'm sorry, Julie, but I'm going to go back to one of my old faves, Winnie Has Wings. Another middle grade. This is about a boy who loses his sister in a car crash. And when my brother passed away, I looked for a lot of books that had like a grieving character. And for whatever reason, this book, this middle grade book, was the one that like hit home the most. Um, just like more raw, open feelings, I guess. So I'm excited to get back into this book for, I think, 2019. I haven't done my reading goals video because procrastination. But I think one of them I want to read like a book a month from my forever shelf, which are books that I just feel like define my life. And so we're going to go with that. Next up is a recommended book. And for that, I'm going with Homecoming. This is a book that I wanted to read forever, but it's like literary fiction that I'm afraid is just going to like take me forever to like really immerse myself in. It makes me slow down and like get into the story because I want to like gain everything I can from this story because everybody talks about it. I was recommended this to by my friend Jasmine, who was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm only one chapter into this, but you have to read it." And so that is when I knew this last weekend that it was going to be my recommended book for this readathon. The next challenge in this readathon is a book in a series. I'm going with A Duke by Default. This is kind of like a spin-off, I guess, to A Princess in Theory, which I absolutely loved this last year. But it's like her best friend and a new character. There is also a third one, it looks like. I need to see what the release date is, but it says that there would be a new one. But I'm excited to get back into that one. The third line of this readathon is starting off with Own Voices, and with this one, I want to do another middle grade that I put off for too long. That is Front Desk. This is about a Chinese American girl whose family like hides immigrants in their hotel, and I've heard nothing but outstanding things about that one from everybody on and off BookTube. The next one is a book that you got based off the title, and for that, The Librarian of Auschwitz. Obviously, I'm a librarian and I'm obsessed with like World War II stuff, so this just seemed like the right fit. I'm halfway through as of September of 2017. I just need to finish it, and it seemed like a good time to get it done. This obviously would also be a cover buy too, because look at that cover. But I wish the story matched my expectations, but it doesn't. Then you have the free space. You have a new to you author, and with this one, I gotta reach over here. I think I'm gonna go with Sold on a Monday. This is by Christina McMorris. This cover just really catched my eye because of the title and the kid. It's based on a true story about a picture that was taken in 1931 that said 2 children for sale. And it's kind of a commentary on the poverty of that time and how that picture took off when it wasn't supposed to. It was printed when it wasn't supposed to. But I did not know that I owned another one of her books already, Letters from Home, which was a World War II story. So this will be my priority, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm not going to be getting to all these books, but these are ones that I like are like super high on my TBR list for the whole year, and I want to start my year off right. And the last one on this line is An Author You Love and Easily. Jacqueline Woodson meets that challenge for sure. She's an amazing human being. I met her in person, and she is just the kindest and sweetest hearted person ever. But this is a middle grade novel called Harbor Me, about 6 kids that like meet in this room, like as a club or like a therapy type thing maybe, and they're dealing with different problems in life, including like a missing father, a family going to struggle with deportation, and yeah, I've heard obviously great things about that one as well. Moving on to the fourth line is a book box, and that would be for better or worse, which I don't even know where it's at. I got that book from Book of the Month, and that's really the only book box that I do. But this is like two people that meet over their love for like crime or mystery. They get married, and then they have to like get each other out of it. Like, I think they kill somebody or something. I don't know, but we're gonna try that one out. The next one is a popular author, and for that, I'm going to go with Christina Lauren. I've never read any of her books. I own 2 of them, and I think I'm going to start with Roomies because it seems like the quickest read. I believe this is somebody or people who get married so that somebody can have like a visa and how that relationship actually goes. A lot of hot and steamy times from what I hear. Graphic novel. Fluff My Life, the second book in I Hate Fairyland. Graphic, gory, absolutely hysterical, beautiful colorations. Second book, need to read it, going to read it. Nonfiction. Oh man, I left that book in my book bag. I need to finish up So You Want to Talk About Race. It is a commentary and just like breaks apart racial divides, just basically how to be a better human. I need to finish it. I'm absolutely loving it. Like I said, hard hitting for sure, but I want that to be my nonfiction read to get that finally finished. Where did I get this? I'm going to go with the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Blah, 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 blah. That is a title if I've ever heard of it. Now, obviously, I got this one from Target. However, I had this book before, and I thought it was in a box at my parents' house. I don't know where I got the original copy from, and I don't know where it went, so I would like to know where it got to. Like, what happened to it? Maybe I sold it in the garage sale. I don't know. So I had to pick another copy because I want to watch the Netflix movie. This is about people who love books. It's written in letter format, World War II, so right up my alley for sure. All right, last line would be paperback. With that one, I'm going with Tamar by Mal Pete. I found this in this last month as a readathon from Barnes & Noble as well. Read the back, saw the cover, knew I love it. World War II. It's about a kid who gets a box from his grandfather with codes and messages, and his grandfather, I believe, it doesn't say that, but says, out of the past, another tomorrow emerges, a man involved in the terrifying world of resistance fighters. So it's 1994, 2 Allied spies are parachuting into Nazi-occupied Holland and sent to support the Dutch resistance movement. And then half a century later, I'm hoping it's back and forth through time. I love those stories. Absolutely. Okay, the next one is hardcover. Another World War II book. Winnie's Great War. I saw this cover and freaked out. My favorite picture book ever is Finding Winnie, and it is like the true story of Winnie the Pooh and how the family of the author is connected to that story. And this is like the novel version of it. So I'm definitely going to do that one this month. The next one is contemporary. I need to finally finish The Hating Game. I've started it. I think I'm like a fourth of the way through. I have it on audio, so we're going to get through that. Everybody knows about this, right? I mean, do you watch Chelsea? Another book I forgot, my science fiction fantasy that I'm almost finished with, need to finish, will be Children of Blood and Bone. I was struggling because I kind of like lost my place within the audiobook. I'm kind of like zoning out because that's what I do. But I want to finish it to see if I still love it and get to read the second book coming out soon. And the last one that I've written down oh so sloppily that I can't even read what the heck this says. Oh, Your Own Category. And I'm going to pick Home for Unwanted Girls. My own category would be a book for a book club. I want to get involved with a book club here where I am, like in person. I absolutely love BookTube, doing read-alongs on BookTube, but I also like to be able to do it in person. And I saw that our library is going to have a book club on this on the 22nd, And this kind of goes along with Before We Were Yours, which I really did enjoy, which I don't even know if I finished. But this is about a girl in Canada in the early 1800s, 1950s Quebec, has a baby. Her parents made her give it up for adoption, but really the baby goes to an orphanage, and it's kind of like the search to find that baby again. Um, and I picked it up right away when it came out, but I need to finally read it. So I'm hoping that it's a good one and that I can meet some new bookish friends in the real world. So those are my 24 books that I would like to get to for the month. There's one pile. Obviously this is gonna happen because I'm going back to work next Monday. But at least you now know. I guess this could also be titled my most anticipated reads of 2019. None of them are new. I mean, some of them are new-ish, but they won't be 2019 releases. But that's okay. And also, now that I look at it, there's nothing missing off this shelf. Okay, guys, whatever. I'm gonna go do some reading because these books aren't gonna read themselves. But let me know what you would like to read this month. What you want to read this year. What things I should maybe replace, because these are my tentative places on the bingo board I'm super excited about. But I may also throw in some library books because I have some holds that are ready for me that sound absolutely amazing. And I don't want to have to wait till February. So anyways, please talk to me down in the comments below, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye, guys.